Welcome to today's update. In this video, we are going to be looking at the microstructure of BTC, comparing the previous bear market to this current bear market we are now by using this cost of production indicator. We are going to be looking at how this indicator has predicted every bottom of BTC bear market. While on the daily time frame here, the short-term price, BTC is looking very solid here because we have finally broken above this major trend line here. We are going to be looking at all of this here in a moment and looking at ETH on the daily time frame as well. We finally broken above the trend line, and right now we came back to test it and we found it as a major level of support. We have a lot to talk about in today's video. We're also going to be looking at the liquidation heat map here to tell you where the current liquidity is currently sitting at here on the BTC price chart. So make sure you watch this video to the end. Now, taking a look at BTC here on the weekly time frame using the cost of production indicator. First of all, so let me explain what the indicator is and how it is being used. Now, this indicator tells you how much it costs for one BTC to be mined or for one BTC to be produced. If you take a look at the cloud right now, we're having 71k to 59k as the price or the cost it takes for one BTC to be produced. And if you take a look at the price history of BTC, whenever you see the price going below this cost right here, this has always been a better indicator of bottom of each BTC bear market. It happens here in 2022 and also here in 2020, as well as this level here in 2018. So we're going to be looking at the indicator properly. But before that, if this is your first time of hearing about the indicator, this is a free to use indicator. You can just easily add it to your price chart, and I will show you how to do that. Now, first of all, let me uncheck mine so that it won't look complicated. Now, if you want to add the indicator to your price chart, come to the indicator panel here, then search for cost of production. Once you search for cost, it will appear as Bitcoin cost of production. I've already added it to favorite here. That is why it appears immediately I typed in cost. You can just click it and it will come into your price chart. As you can see, it is currently appearing on our price chart here. So this is how to add the cost of production indicator. Now, if we take a look at the indicator properly, going back to the bear market we had back in 2015, here this was 2011. It didn't touch it, but it was clearly above the cloud, which means to say it also acted as a major level of support. But if we take a look at 2015 bear market, as you can see, immediately the price came down to the cloud, went below the cloud, using a wick below the cloud. You can see the rejection here at this level. So this indicator right here has been one of the major indicator predicting each BTC bear market. As you can see, look at it here in 2015 when the price hit the cloud, we saw a massive rejection here on the price. So this should tell you how important and how strong this indicator has been in the past few bear market. Also here in August 2015, you can see how the price reacted. Immediately it got to the price. It also happened here in 2018, though the price went below it a little bit here in 2018. But what came next after this major drop down from BTC, we saw the price going above the cloud, which indicated the end of BTC bear market in 2018. And also, if you take a look at it here, in 2020 during the COVID, we saw the price after this major crash here. We saw the price coming to the cloud right here, which indicated the bottom of the 2020 bear market. So as you can see, the cloud has been a better indicator of each BTC bear market. Also here in 2022, you can see after having this major drop down here, immediately we got to the cloud. You can see how the price reacted, and from there we saw a massive uptrend that printed the bottom of the 2022 bear market. Now, if you take a look at this current bear market, which is the bear market we are right now, as you can see, we are now into the cloud. And if history should repeat itself, this is going to be the exact bottom of BTC here in this bear market. So the question is, are we going to see history repeating itself right here? Well, I don't really know, but what I do know is that this cloud has been a better indicator to the BTC price chart, and if history is going to repeat, this is definitely going to be the bottom of this bear market. So let's keep on the watch and see how the price is going to react in the next few months, if we are definitely going to repeat history. Now, taking a look at BTC here on the short term, like I said on the intro, BTC is looking more solid here on the daily time frame because as you can see, we have finally broken above this major downtrend here that we have been seeing since October 2025. What I'm expecting from the price right now is to hold firmly above the trend line as a major key level of support. Then from there we can easily see much more higher prices. But if we fail to hold above the trend line and break back into the trend line, then we should be looking at the 65k level to the 60k level here on the price chart. And also, if you take a look at the entire price structure of BTC, you will see that BTC is currently sitting inside a bear flag pattern right now, and a break below the bear flag pattern, this is going to push us into much more lower prices like the 59k to the 54k level. Because if you take a look at it here, the last time we saw a break below the bear flag pattern, what we saw was a major crash. And also here back in October 2025, we also saw when the price broke below the price, and what we saw was a major downtrend. But what is looking good on the price chart now is that we have finally broken above the major trend, above this bearish trend. So what I'm expecting from the price is to hold this trend now as a major level of support. Then this is going to give us a pivot or a strength to break above the resistance of this bear flag right here, and from there we can easily break into much more higher prices and also invalidate this bear flag pattern. I've been talking about this price structure every day on this channel. Nothing is new. If you are still confused, you can watch my previous videos and you definitely know what I'm talking about. But right now on the daily time frame, we are looking more solid compared to what we are looking back in the past few weeks. And also taking a look at what is currently happening in the Middle East, we are seeing some little bit of solution right now, and this is one of the reasons why we are seeing this relief rally here from the BTC price chart. Now taking a look at the liquidation heat map, right now looking at the 2 weeks of price action, BTC here is no longer having much liquidity sitting above the current price of BTC. What we are seeing right now on the price chart is a major level of liquidity sitting at the $70k $340 level, and this level right here is acting as a major level of support on the short-term price action like the 4 hours price chart. I will get to that in a minute. But taking a look at the liquidation heat map right now, we are having major liquidity sitting below the current price of BTC, sitting at the $70k $340. And in the entire price history of BTC, it is 90% guaranteed that BTC does move to wherever there is liquidity. So in the next few days or next few weeks, I'm expecting BTC to grab the liquidity that is currently sitting at the 70k level. I might be right and I also might be wrong. Now taking a look at BTC here, looking at the 4 hours price chart, as you can see, the price is looking very weak here on the 4 hours price chart, because in our previous videos I pointed out this bearish divergence that was forming here on the price chart, and as you can see, we have currently confirmed the bearish divergence. Because if you take a look at the price here was printing higher high, while on the RSI we were printing a higher low, which means to tell you that the price was pushing to much more higher prices, but the momentum was not falling. So this is a bearish divergence that can at least let us go down to come and grab the liquidity that was sitting at the $70k $340 I was talking about. Because if you take a look at the price chart right now on the 4 hours price chart, the next key level of support here is sitting at the $70,694. And if we fail to hold above this major key level of support right now, then we are definitely going to test the 65k level. And also if we fail to test the 65k level, what is coming next is the $62k $600 level. So this is what we currently have on the 4 hours price chart, and like I said, we are having a bearish divergence here which can push us to come to the 70k level that is going to grab the major liquidity that is sitting here on the liquidation heat map. If you take a look at 2 weeks of price action, so BTC here on the 4 hours price chart is looking very bearish due to this bearish divergence. Now the only way we can invalidate this price action here is if we see the RSI breaking above this trend line right here. Then from there we can easily invalidate this price structure. Or if we see BTC price breaking above this trend line right here, this can easily give us a break from this bearish divergence. But right now we're having the bearish divergence, and we should pay attention to what the bearish divergence is currently saying, looking at the major level of support sitting at the $70k $600 level. That is for BTC price chart. Now if you take a look at ETH, in our previous video I talked about ETH when ETH was about to break above the trend line here, and I said if we can get a break above the trend line, then hold it as a major level of support, ETH is definitely going to invalidate this bearish price action here. We have been saying since October 2025, just like BTC. Now we have broken above it, and right now we have also came down to test the level, and we found it as a major level of support. So what I'm seeing here now on the price chart is that ETH is looking solid on the short term, and the only struggle we are facing right now in this major level of resistance is sitting at the $2,379 level. If we can see a break above the level, then hold it as a major level of support. Then from there we can easily test the next key level of resistance sitting at the $2,771 level. And also, if you look at the entire price structure of ETH on the daily time frame, we are also having a bear flag pattern right here. Let me bring it up. As you can see here, the only way we can easily invalidate this bear flag pattern, just like what I explained, is a break above this major level of resistance here, which I pointed at here at this level. If we can get a break above it, then hold it as a major level of support, then from there we can easily break above the trend line, which will invalidate the bear flag pattern right here. And also with so doing, this is going to put ETH into a bullish sentiment that is going to send us into much more higher prices. So right now, the major key level of resistance and support here to watch on ETH's price chart is sitting at this major level here, the $2,379 level, and also this major trend line here on the bear flag pattern, the $2,517 level. And also if you look at the support aspect, we are already having a major level of support here sitting at the $2,200 level, and also this trend line right here, the $2,000 level. If ETH can hold within this support level here, I believe that in the next few weeks or few days, we are definitely going to see the price breaking into much more higher prices. So this is what we have on the ETH daily price chart. And also if you take a look at the much more lower time frame, like the 4 hours price chart, just like BTC, we are currently having a bearish divergence here on the price chart, which is going to send ETH into the next key level of support sitting at the $2,176 level here on 4 hours price chart. Right now, the only way we can invalidate this bearish divergence is if we see the RSI breaking above this major level of resistance here, which is this trend line, then hold above it. Then from there we can easily invalidate the bearish divergence. And also if we see the price breaking above this trend line here, we can easily invalidate this active bearish divergence. But right now the bearish divergence is still active, and we are looking to take much more lower prices. Like I said, the major level of support here on the 4 hours price chart is sitting at the $2,176 level. So these are the level we have to watch here on the 4 hours price chart. And also if we fail to hold above this level, then we might be looking at level of support here sitting at the $2,033 level on the 4 hours price chart, and also here the $1,900 level. So this is what we have on the 4 hours price chart of ETH. As you can see, the stablecoin dominance is having a little bit of weakness now if you take a look at the price. But right now, if you take a look at the entire price structure, we are still looking very bullish, because in the past few months we have seen the price holding above this major level of support here on the trend line. So what I'm expecting in the next few days from the stablecoin dominance is to come down to the trend line, then break below it, then from there hold it as a major level of resistance. Then from there we can easily crash or go into much more lower prices. And with so doing, we are definitely going to see much rally from altcoin and also from Bitcoin. But if we see the price right now hold here as a major level of support, then from there go above this trend line here, this is going to put the entire crypto market and mostly altcoin into much more lower prices. So watch out for the stablecoin dominance, because the stablecoin dominance is a better indicator that tells you how liquidity behaves here on risk asset, just like BTC and the entire altcoin market. So that is for today's video. If you have anything you want to add to the video, or you have a question, you can drop it on the comment section. I will definitely look at it and give you a reply. With that being said, it has brought us to the end of today's video. If you find this video very useful and informative, and you want to continue to watch this kind of updates or this kind of video, you can as well subscribe to our YouTube channel right here. Turn on the notification bell so that next time when I make a new video just like this, you will definitely be notified. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.